What's good, my beautiful people? It's your boy Brian R. Keith. I'm trying to catch up on my days and commitments I made to myself, that I've also made to you guys. But it's important. It's more important for me to be committed, so that way I can work out kinks and learn the ropes and create new habits. Got my Monogram mixed media hat on. Had Monogram before Jay-Z. Actually, I had a meeting with his nephew months before the name of his cannabis line came out. So I wonder if one had something to do with the other. I don't know. This happened quite a few times in my life, where I go talk to the guys in mainstream and you don't necessarily, the deal doesn't go through, but yet bits and pieces of your ideas find their way to mainstream projects. But it is what it is. I'm proud of my joint. Listen, I'm dealing with the media, and the Monogram on that end deals with the cannabis. So I guess it's all good, but it lets me know that I'm on the right track. But nonetheless, I'm here trying to make up on my days. Ain't trying to be here long as I normally would say. Before I get on, like, comment, subscribe. I just want to talk about this YouTube thing one quick. I know I talked about algorithms before and how these things work, but after a while, I get a little skeptical. Oh, let me make myself a little drink, because technically I'm on vacation, so I kind of want to make me a little something as I talk. And as I make my way, get a little 8-ounce glass or something. So what I want to talk about real quick as I move on and play catch up, because when you got a family and stuff, this is what I be trying to tell you guys, especially you young cats. We got family and stuff, man. You kind of forced to push your dreams and what your goals aside, and you don't want to do it, but sometimes you give into it. This is why I keep saying, when you're on your own, you're in school, concentrate on yourself, get your goals, so that way when you have your family, your routine is in place and they just come along for the ride. So nonetheless, though, what I want to talk about is, like, when I see these big YouTubers, I watch a lot of YouTube guys. Some guys skyrocket. I would like to think I'm ahead of the curve most of the time. And when I watch, we'll put it like this. Let's just say crypto, for instance, right? I had hit crypto big at one time very early on. And but the information I got wasn't from YouTube. It appears that, and these are the things I don't like, and with the hidden hand and all of that, is that, it's a monitoring tool to move and manipulate stuff. All of this stuff that you think is organic comes out of nowhere. 9 times out of 10, in my opinion, is orchestrated. And when they hit the button on something, they decide to go forward on something, you kind of I would at least hope that you are in position to capitalize. It's not really made for, the system is not really made for the little guy to capitalize off of. At least, like I said, the 85%ers, they keep y'all running in circles and make you think you have a chance at stardom, you have a chance at financial success and wealth and well-being. But the way the world is structured is only structured for a select few. I believe I heard maybe 300 family out of the millions, right? This is why they're looking to take the population down to maintain control, because after a while, so much a pipe can hold before it bursts, and you just lose all control. So they're trying to, as they say, have a controlled demolition. Controlled demolition. So that way they can rebuild and maintain control. I say all that to say, when I watch, especially the last few years, and really got into YouTube and got a lot of my lessons over the probably 7-8 years now, paying attention to a lot of YouTube, I've noticed that, it's my belief that a lot of these larger YouTube channels are being helped to get lodged, to be large, so that way they can steer the masses into a certain direction. I equate it to, like, if you have the Waze app, right? And a lot of you probably seen this happen where you're driving, you're on your Waze app, and Waze tell you to go left. You know, it tells you to take this specific route. Now, you were probably born and raised on these routes, and you'll probably at some point say to yourself, you know what? I'm gonna use better judgment. I'm not gonna take that way this time. I'm gonna go this way. And then when you make your own decision and you go into that direction, you find out you made the better choice. And then the Waze app will recalculate to a shorter amount of time it's going to take you to get there. So I believe that that's how social media is set up. It is set up to direct most of us try to direct as many of us into a certain direction. You know what I mean? You're not going to get us all, but you're probably going to get most of us. You understand? And then the stragglers, they'll catch, and do whatever it is they got to do. Or it's okay to let a few get through, so that way it will give hope to others to think that they have a chance, whether it's financially, spiritually, whatever it is, right? So it's my belief, what they call that whole pump and dump situation. Oh, go buy GE stock. They run up GE stock, and the next you're the one holding the bag when the thing crashes. Or even the way they have these systems set up. Like now you can't even go to the ATM and get a large amount of money out of the ATM without being approved for that. Right now I could get $600 max daily out of my account. If I want to get $1,000, $2,000, or anything above 600, I have to get approval to do that. You understand what I'm saying? That is just the start. You know what I mean? So that way, when this controlled demolition happens, we won't have the situation I think that they had back in the 20s where everybody go have this big bank rush. As you see, Silicon Valley Bank, I think Republic Bank is having a problem. Credit Suisse is having a problem. So it's like 2008, the repeat of 2008 times 5, I'm going to say. You know what I'm saying? So I say all that to say, be careful and think critically when you're watching these YouTube videos and these YouTube influencers. If you notice certain blogs and this beauty gossip, the numbers is crazy. You know what I mean? Even the people who create the content, they are encouraged to create nonsense, mind wasting, time wasting, gossipy type blogs, because they want to get paid. You begin to create this living doing this kind of work. So you're going to do what's paying, right? You're not going to do, chances are you're going to veer away from your cause and trade that off for the pay. And I believe this is what's happening to a lot of large YouTubers, is that they start on this mission, they start on what they heart directed them to now going to what's paying. And the message gets lost in that, or they ditch the message a little bit, or they're not so heavy on the message, or they're trying to struggle, or they're struggling trying to deliver the message with all this sugar. And you have to be a certain caliber, a certain type of individual who can absorb, or who can get through all of that sugar to get to the medicine. So I just say, as you watch these videos, and I'm not there yet, and I won't say that I will never be there, or I will never be that. But what I will say is, as you watch these videos, a lot of these large YouTubers are being paid by the establishment, whoever they are, to keep you away from the real message, to distract you from the happenings that are happening in our world. Now you'll find it on the platform. That's just how vampires work. Before a vampire can take advantage of you, he has to reveal to you who they are, and you have to accept it. You know what I mean? And that's just how these things work. Now they're the masters of trickery, You know what I mean? They'll trick you into accepting your fate, but you will not be the exception to the demise when you submit to the fate of the vampire. And the vampire is all in YouTube. You know what I'm saying? It's all on the news. You know, it's out front center, and the vampire is spending less time concealing itself. It is spending more time revealing itself, because you have become conditioned enough to take in or to plainly accept what it is that they're dishing to you. So for you to accept your demise, you have to, they have to be honest with you. So just like I've heard my red pill and blue pill, the twins talk about, like when you're on Google, when you Google something, the most popular answer is what they'll tell you was what will come up first. But once again, the opposite word is popular. Now, 9 times out of 10, to find the most truthful answer to your search, you have to go pages and pages and pages in. Because once again, you have to understand that there is somebody, as they say, on the back end who controls what answer or what truth they want to reveal to you. So you have to use your due diligence and research and compare notes. Don't just go to one source. Go to that source, go to this source, go to that source, go to the library, go find a book. Find reputable sources, compare it, and when you get a common theme happening, then you know that you are closer to the truth. But as you watch these videos, and as the leaders of these YouTube platforms grow, you have to begin more and more. You have to begin to believe more and more that you are now going further from the truth. I would second guess and question what it is that they're telling me. You understand what I'm saying? So that's all I have for you. This is your boy Brian Keith on my 100 video, 100-day journey. I'm playing catch up here. These last 5 days, I've been caught up doing real life stuff. All right, it's your boy Brian R. Keith. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.